Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Historical Humans Heritage. And today we are going to continue on our absolute favorite pastime of talking trash about the British Museum. This time, a museum worker was fired over stealing treasures, stealing artifacts in the single most British museum way possible.
Well. Oh, looks like the shoe's on the other foot now. Oh, the irony. It's okay when they do, but when someone else does it, it's bad.
Yeah, Aaron, before you go full old timey prospector on us there with your righteous fury and all that, I just gotta say, I find this incident doubly embarrassing for the British Museum because at least when the employees robbed the Louvre, they sold something good like the Mona Lisa.
I mean,
like
to be
you've
fair,
been outdone by the French.
To be fair, no one cared about the Mona Lisa until it was stolen.
And also, to be fair, they stole gold, jewelry, and semi-precious stones. So, like, they did steal things worth value, and you're not going to steal the Elgin marbles from the British Museum.
I don't think they could pull that off anyway.
Yeah,
But if they could have, they had the chance to do something monumental. Imagine if they stole the marbles and repatriated them.
Like the museum in Athens is just like, we are proud to pronounce, or we're glad to announce our new exhibit of the Elgin marble.
Helicopters are airlifting them in.
You see, Aaron, that was actually the whole motivation behind the stealing of the Da Vinci. It was an Italian employee who felt that a Da Vinci should be in Italy and not in France.
I mean,
So
I can understand
if it was that's what I'm saying. Stealing the Da Vinci from the Louvre, it was a better theft. This is just some guy pawning off your precious metals.
I get it, but I mean, like, morally against stealing, but also it's the British Museum.
And also, he took them from the archives. He didn't take them from a display, which is, as much as I hate to say it, it's a smarter way to approach it.
Yeah.
No one get any ideas.
Yeah, and let's just take a moment now to also just in all seriousness, as much as we want to be mad at the British Museum, let's just be mad at British Museum security, because the things that were stolen are the sort of things that can be melted down and destroyed, or lost forever, and that pisses me off to no end.
And
it doesn't go into specifics. Oh no, it does.
They basically are searching for it, but they have no arrest as to where the items have gone. And also, they're still trying to do an account for what is missing. Which, let me tell you, when you're doing an inventory of collections, that sucks. It is tedious. It is going to take days, if not weeks. But then also, the museum said that they're gonna prosecute against the person who stole from them, obviously the fired employee. But yeah, it's none of the items have been on display recently and were kept for research purposes, and they date from the 15th century BC to 19th century AD. So this
it's a wide range.
Yeah.
As somebody who's currently cataloging inventory of documents, I have recently reached over 10K Excel cell block boxes.
And that is a small regional university's document archive. Like, that is nothing compared to the collections of the British Museum.
I've been working on it since January.
You can hear he's been slowly driven insane by his voice.
I've learned many things.
But the thing is, this is going to be a monumental effort for them to try and recover things. And this, as awful as it sounds, could have potentials to unmask a deeper circuit too, because a lot of times antiquity smuggling and thefts can sometimes go through museums and institutions. They're not immune to corruption or to theft, obviously. We make jokes about the British Museum, but at the end of the day, for a national institute to have a security threat like this is just not a good sign, especially with so many invaluable treasures in there.
See, when we make a joke about stealing from the British Museum, we mean it as returning objects to their country of origin, not selling it for profit.
Yeah, we talk about taking things, we're talking about repatriation more than anything else. And I'm just going to say, I thought we had, as a whole, in the era of museums, left this form of, antiquities bullshit going on here behind with the Met in, 1980.
Nah, they just don't get the coverage.
That was their whole acquisitions practice. It's just like...
I mean, Catwoman's entire character, or entire profession, is stealing from museums half the time.
But at the end of the day, it goes to show, hopefully, at the very best case scenario, the employee was just hard up for cash and was pawning it for low, and just the items can be traced and recoverable. At the very worst case scenario, this gets a lot deeper and goes much bigger, and I really hope, and it sounds like there's going to be the appropriate action taken, but this could lead to a national investigation to Interpol. It has
Interpol.
It really does have the potential to escalate, because it's weird to see.
It can go pretty dark real fast. It's not it's like we said, like Justin said, it could be just a guy needs money. You see that all the time with looted sites. It's usually someone who is trying to make a quick buck. Again, it's still bad, but it's much worse when you have to deal with antiquity smuggling, like Hobby Lobby.
Yeah,
bastards.
Yeah, thank you for naming names there in random bursts of anger. We don't need to fight any more people than we do already. We have
I have my shit list over here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We have a thief, and we have the British Museum on screen, and dear God, it's a mess.
I mean, just earlier this year, a Dutch museum was robbed for 11 artworks.
Yeah.
Oh man, how did I miss that one?
Yeah.
And how did they lose? How did that? I'm gonna look into that one myself for fun.
Yeah. Stealing from museums is a full-time profession for some people. We do not like those people.
Yeah, so we hope that this ends up with a positive resolution, but it's yet to be seen, and just hopefully it doesn't happen. Like we said, it's a tragedy, but I think we've rambled quite long enough. What do you guys say?
Yeah.
I think it's the time to let this go. Hopefully there will be a swift resolution in the future that we can, bring, more news up to you.
Maybe another follow-up episode, because we just did our first one about the other British Museum scandal that's probably going to be released a couple of days from this video. So, yes, spoilers.
Yeah, we talk about spoilers. Museum often enough that they do get sequels.
And on that tragic bombshell, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.